Get ready for sports news and entertainment. All right, here, your 7 minutes with Simmons starts right now.
Pickles, baby. Pickles. Not pickles, but pickleball. I played it this morning, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. We also have a special guest today, episode 50. It's a special episode. We're celebrating 50 episodes of 7 Minutes with Simmons, and I have Josh Held back here on the show to help me do that. Josh, how you doing today, buddy?
Doing great, buddy. It's a pleasure to be back as always. Love being on the podcast.
I love having you here. And you know what? For anybody that does remember, we did an episode, maybe it was my birthday episode, and it was what would that be? Now it would be like 15 days ago.
Yeah,
and
just
we
about.
were talking about Skylanders and all this other crap. Today, I promise we're going to be a little bit more, hopefully on topic. I don't know. We're going to talk about pickleball, maybe a little bit about cars. Josh is big into cars, and a couple other things. Maybe lacrosse as well. Josh is a big-time lacrosse guy. We can maybe talk about the time we went to the Buffalo Bandits. Big time three-peat win this past season.
Oh, yes.
That was a fun one. But pickleball first. Josh, you've played pickleball, haven't you?
I have played pickleball. It's not professionally, semi-professionally, if I do say so myself. Play it with my two good friends, George and Ryan. We do have a nice little private pickleball over by my buddy Ryan's house. And we're out there, 2-3 days a week, hitting that pickleball around and, getting a little bit of cockiness into us, betting around and, just boys being boys.
Boys being boys. You know what? So my pickleball experience is limited to this morning. It was the first time I ever played. And I'll tell you right now, I had so much fun, Josh. So much fun. I have never enjoyed a leisure activity like that. More like it throws me back to like the first time I played hockey or like the first time I played baseball, like where you just fall in love with it. And it's like, you can't get enough. You're like, I just want to keep playing. It was probably 35 degrees this afternoon when we went out to play, like scorching. I'm drenched in sweat and I could not stop playing. Like I loved it. Like something about the way that the ball, like coming off the racket, like the way it feels, and you put different spins on the ball and all these kind of like the strategies. Like I just loved it. But I'm thinking to myself as we're going out to play, like, who the hell plays pickleball? Like I'm like, this is gonna suck. Like my dad asked me, he's like, do you want to come out and try it? I was like, you know what? I'd love to try it. Like, cause I'm like kind of like that. I love to try new things, but I'm thinking in my head, like, this is probably gonna suck. Like realistically, I don't think I'm gonna love pickleball. And it was the complete opposite. I had a blast out there today. So
Now, have you ever played tennis before?
I have played tennis, and I think that's why I loved it so much, Josh, was because my issue with tennis is I hit the ball too hard because I get real excited with a racket, and like the way that the ball springs off because of the mesh, the thing goes flying like right over the court, like over the fence, like it's gone. But with pickleball, because of how dead almost the ball is when it hits the ground and when it bounces and when it hits your racket, you can put more like
oomph on it.
Yeah, the oomphs. And I was putting lots of oomph on it this morning, and I just loved it. I love the feeling, and just a really interesting game. We got to play sometime. We will. When
I come up next time, I'll definitely bring my my league regulation paddles, and we'll get out there.
Your league regulation paddles. You know what? My dad has some league regulation. He's got, so on them it says like Ontario Pickleball Certified. Or like something like that. Like they're certified by, I guess, the Ontario Pickleball Certificate. Like I don't know what this organization's called, but they're certified.
Hey man, we take our pickleball seriously.
I'm sure you do. Where does pickleball come from?
Dude, you're asking the wrong guy.
I'm searching it up right now. Where is pickleball from? For those of you guys who do not know, Josh is from the United States. He is not a Canadian. I know. Boo.
Whatever.
Boo. Let him hear him. Let him hear you in the comment section too. No, but all jokes aside, Josh is a fantastic guy, top to bottom. Known him for about a year. Took me to a lacrosse game Is it 2 years now?
Yeah, 2
He's
years
literally
now.
signaling at me. It's 2 years. 2 years.
You're trying to short me a year, man. Come on.
Well, when did we meet? Why don't you tell the story?
All right, so we met about 2 years ago, and I love to tell this story because this story gets everybody every time. So every Canadian I've ever met, believe it or not, they all know each other, and they were all friends at one point. So apparently I picked the right friend group to be friends with. So long story short, there was this girl who used to work at Boston Pizza. I'm not going to name names, but I met...
No names on the podcast.
No names.
We're
going to keep
characters.
it... Yeah. So I matched with her on Tinder, came up here, had a great night. She brings her friend out. Her friend just so happens to be Christian's sister. So we go back to Christian's house. Didn't know him at the time. I walk in, meet this handsome fella, and we've been friends ever since. We just... As boys, there is just this weird thing that boys know that when another guy enters the room and you guys lock eyes, there's just something about that mentality that, yep, me and you, we're going to be best friends.
We locked eyes and we stared into each other's souls, and that was it.
It's decided. Like that. You ever watch Step Brothers?
Yeah, yes. It's like you say the same thing.
Say your favorite dinosaur
right now. Say, did we just become best friends?
We just became best friends.
Do you want to go
outside?
In the garage?
Yes, I do. See, you know it's funny? Exactly like that.
I was thinking as you were telling the story. So part of the story that you didn't mention is we were literally in the garage talking about detailing my parents' cars. That was the night that we met. We were talking about cars. Josh is a huge car guy. He also details cars as a hustle. And he was in my garage. We're talking about my parents' Cadillacs, and he's like, you know what? I could do an unbelievable job on these cars. And that was one of our first ever conversations, actually. And before I get too carried away, I did Google search this. Pickleball originates in the United States of America. So it is your sport. But
let's go.
Throw that
Score
back.
One for the American.
Yeah, that's it. Yes. Josh has a point.
We got pickleball, and that's about
1 point. 1 point U.S., 0 Canada. But yeah, no, Josh and I have known each other for a while. What have we done together? We've done tons of things. You know what? For the most part, we spend time here in Canada. Josh loves to come over the river. We go out, have a good time at one of the local bars or
clubs, bars.
In my basement, I guess we've had a couple of good ones as well.
Yep, I've kicked a lot of people out of your basement for you.
That's actually 100% accurate. This guy is our bouncer at this house. 100%. He's been there to keep an eye on the place for sure. And I love that. I think that was one of the nights where I really was like, this guy is a good guy, when I had that party. And you remember the kid that did the thing with the thing in the basement at the pool table. Again, we're not going to mention anything, but this guy was, to say the least, wildly disrespectful in his behavior, and Josh basically kicked him out of my house. And I still remember to this day, I loved just the fact that you did that, and, you know, to be taking care of my property in a way that most people don't. So Josh is a great guy, but let's talk about, what do you want to talk about, Josh? Whatever you want, man. I was going to talk about lacrosse.
Yeah, we could talk about lacrosse. I mean, there's no better person to talk about lacrosse than this guy.
That's it. Josh is not a seasoned podcaster, but he's going to be on here hopefully a ton more in the near future. He is maybe going to be my co-host one day. You never know. We've been talking about doing a show, but let's test run his lacrosse podcasting abilities. Josh, analyze the Buffalo Bandits championship three-peat this season. What does that mean to the franchise, and do you think they can do it again?
Oh, man. Well, for one, this franchise getting a three-peat means the absolute world to us. I mean, Buffalo has been nothing but sadness upon sadness with our sports teams. I mean, think about it. The Sabres suck. And the Bills have only been good for, since 2019, 2020 when Josh Allen entered. I mean, the only good team that we have in Buffalo is the Buffalo Bandits. They're the only team to have brought home recently a championship to Buffalo, and Buffalo fans are unlike anything else. You can attest to this. We love our sports teams to a different degree. There is nothing like a good Buffalo sports backing. And
it's insane. I still remember, like, Josh took me to the game 3.
Yep, the championship
which is
night.
essentially like a game 7 in lacrosse. For those of you who don't know, in the NLL, the way that it's like a best of 3 series.
Yes.
And it was Saskatchewan and Buffalo, I believe.
Yes.
Right? And it was in Buffalo. Josh hits me up, goes, buddy, you want to come to game 3?
I knew we were going to win.
Absolutely.
I knew we were going to pull it.
Go. And it was, to say the least, a heck of an experience. But the fans are wild out there. And you know what? We go to a lot of Bills games. Like we got season tickets to the Bills. And I'll tell you, like, there's not a huge difference. When you take, like, Bills Mafia and Banditland we're just the same people. Continent. It's in the same country. They share a border because it's literally the same people.
Yeah, and we are the same people.
It's literally the same people. They put on the blue and red in the football season, and then they put on the black and orange in lacrosse season. It's the same people with 2 different jerseys because they were nuts, like absolutely nuts. And I loved that experience. But I've been getting into lacrosse. I remember, like, Josh and I were talking, like, I want to go to a couple more games. But do you think they could do it again next year? Like before we get deeper into personal stuff, like, I know you're a little bit more into the sport than I am.
Right.
Who's coming back? Who's leaving? Is Matt Vince done? Like, there's a lot. Like, what's happening in Buffalo? Do the Bandits have a chance to run it back?
So, Matt Vince is our only question mark right now. We brought in a lot of young guns this year to help continue the legacy. You know, we went out and we spent, I think it was like $15,000 to bring Connor Farrell in, and he has been a huge energizer to this team. He has not, I think he's got 2 goals on the season, and the first one was electric, the second one was electric, and it's just going to go up and up from up. We got Dane Smith, Josh Byrne, Tahoka Nanakoke. Matt Vince is the only one who we don't really know if he's going to come back, but I believe that our backup goalies can step up to the plate, but I mean, there's nothing like that championship pedigree from Matt.
If he doesn't come back, how big of a variable do you think that is? Do you think, like if you don't have Matt Vince, I know one of them is Evan Konstantopoulos, who I actually know.
Yes.
And an old fraternity brother of mine. Also, somebody I ran into at a St. Catharines Junior A athletics game. He plays for the Orangeville Northmen. And I saw him the night before the championship game. I think we talked about this. I was at a St. Catharines lacrosse game.
Yep.
Saw him there in the parking lot and said, let's go, Consty. Like, tomorrow. We're getting it done. But I mean, I don't know that is he ready for that level of lacrosse? Like, if Matt Vince is gone, do you have faith? Like, and how big of a difference? Like, Matt Vince, as far as I know, and what we've talked about, is like the Tom Brady of goalies for lacrosse. There's nobody even close. So the Buffalo Bandits with Matt Vince are a 3-peat championship lacrosse team. Without him, are they as good or worse than Saskatchewan or any of the other very talented teams in the NLL?
So, for the viewers who don't know, there have only ever been 2 teams in the entire NLL history of the NLL to ever bring home a 3-peat. The 2000 and I think it was 11 to 13 Rochester Nighthawks, and then obviously the Buffalo Bandits in the past 3 years. Both of those teams were goaltended by Matt Vince himself. So Matt Vince has a chance, he's already made history. He's going to go down in history as the best goaltender in NLL history. But I think he does I think he comes back this year to go for the 4-peat, something that no NLL team has ever done before. I think
break that threshold and then retire.
Right,
That's what you think?
break that threshold, then he can retire. I think that the faith in our backup goalies. I mean, we have seen Evan play. We've seen Delvin Shanahan. He has played a couple times. They did not do bad. I mean, Matt Vince at a period of time was injured last year and a little bit of this year. I mean, he's up there in age. He's 40-something years old, which for a lacrosse player is old. And, we had the young guns step up, and they got the job done. So I think that there is a level of confidence with our backup goalies now. But what I really think is other teams, when they hear Buffalo, they are scared. They know that it's going to be a fight. It's going to be a freaking left hook, right hook, boneyard bash. What I am scared of is if Matt Vince does leave, how much confidence does that automatically give the other teams? I mean, you think about it, it's not just the top three with Josh Byrne and Dane Smith, Tahoka, Chris Cloutier, Ian McKay. I mean, you got a whole plethora of freaking Buffalo Bandits shoving goals down your throat left and right. But not only that, they can't score because Matt Vince is a brick wall. Well, you take the brick wall down, and it becomes a more even game. I mean, the one game that I wanted to bring you to was the Philadelphia, the Wings versus the Buffalo Bandits, and we scored 12 goals in the first quarter alone. And to put that in,
12 goals.
That's almost a goal a minute.
That's insane. That's 12.
Right.
That's ridiculous.
So, I mean, if you take the brick wall out of the cage, does it really change much? Are we just putting in a backup goalie who's got, a little bit of work to do? It's so tough to tell until it actually happens. It's just one of those things where you just have to play the game and see what happens.
Well, I guess we're going to have to just wait and see on that one. And, we'll have to, I guess, maybe recap at the beginning of Bandit season coming up, and we'll talk about it again. Maybe we'll do that. So I think it's a good place to draw the line for this episode. We're getting up there in over double the 7-minute mark, probably the longest episode on the show to date. Thank you, Josh, for joining me. I appreciate you. Say bye to everybody at home really quickly here.
Peace out, everybody. And for those who don't know,
he's got it.
What is it? It's noggin, pound it, see ya.
Pound it, noggin, see ya. Thanks, Josh. Appreciate your presence as always, man. Thank you very much. And to everybody at home, thank you guys so much for tuning into the podcast. As always, this is the 50th episode. And of course, none of this really, I mean, it would still happen. I would still be recording this even if nobody was listening. But I do appreciate to have my 5, 10, 15, sometimes 20 listeners on every episode just kind of cheering me on, giving me kind of that motivation to post the next one. And this being the 50th means a ton to me. Hopefully something to you guys as well. We made it to 50. Let's strive for 100. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the episode. We'll see you next time. Peace.